What up, YouTube? Once again, we are live. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for being a little late. But we on the road today. We still getting them in. Still getting them in. Um, just wanted to say this was inspired by just hearing the term independence continuously for probably, I don't know, 20 years now, close to 20 years, in which I'm pretty sure the term itself to older generation guys was heard a little bit longer than that. uh, it dawned on me when I scheduled to organize this stream that how can you ask for leadership from a male when you claim to be independent? Is anybody seeing the math here? Like they don't coincide. Think about it, right? Just this continuous claim of independence, and then they make complaints about male leadership. Now you can look at male leadership from the relationship aspect, but then when you see the propaganda to down patriarchy, which is a contradiction in itself. You want male leadership, but then you down the patriarchy, and then you also claim independence. This comes from personal experience of being out with females and them claiming to be independent, and then they make complaints about certain instances of questioning leadership, and they pick and choose that too. I mean, they'll take one isolated incident out of maybe your 5 to 10 problem solving uh, occurrences that you problem solve for them successfully, and then take a little hiccup or isolated incident and complain about leadership. Uh, all the while, too, just the constant masculine energy to present it with being self-proclaimed independent, right? I want you guys to really think about that. Um, there was a stream a few months back or so where women were claiming to be careful about stating their independence. Maybe those women were some of the few smart women starting a new trend or something like that. But for the most part, that independence mindset has a stranglehold still very, very firm. But it is impossible for you to provide male leadership for them. So as long as they claim that, and if they do not like patriarchy, it is even worse. So you're dealing with two different blades to attack your leadership. Yeah, this stream wasn't going to be long. Uh, it's very simple, but I just want you to think about that. I want you to really contemplate that and pay attention. Like if you're running into females frequently and they make complaints about male leadership, check and see if they dislike patriarchy. Also, let them state that they're independent. Um, ask them about any problem solving matters that were completed by a male for them, and tell them to do a score, check score, and see what they say. Now, I get it. They're not logical, but they can keep score. I don't care what you say. They don't make it through college and adhere to corporate jobs the way that they do if they don't know how to keep score. So they can keep count, they can keep score. And if a male has provided way more problem solving matters versus the one hiccup they complain about. They really have nothing to talk about, and then there's nothing that they didn't do themselves to fix it. So you're you're building your armor. Understand? When you hear words like leadership and patriarchy, in which there's two types of patriarchy. Uh, the Amanda Seals interview, where she tried to encompass the black matriarchy into a patriarchal world or patriarchy society, particularly the US. Never let a woman just say strictly patriarchy. She has to identify whether the patriarchy was good or bad, and also prove that, well, distinguish between the two, because there's different types of patriarchy, first and foremost, and we just break them down to two types. There's good and there's bad, and you can look at patriarchies in history to determine which ones were good and which ones were bad. Okay, so that is some very slick wordplay, some very slick semantics by just saying patriarchy, you know. But this is without evidence and without proof, and we allow it. You gotta learn how to really respond uh, to inflammation, man. You guys really gotta learn how to do that. But I ain't gonna keep y'all long, man. I just thought I'd go ahead and share it with y'all. It's very simple, but nonetheless, an effective tool. You know, an effective measurement. But it is your boy Zulu. Gonna like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll be out. And we should be tapping in tomorrow. So y'all be safe out there and good night. And I'm gonna continue to surf and probably call it night here shortly. Have a good one.